lead guitar was the aspect of guitar playing that got me into wanting to go that step further with the guitar. I was hearing guitar solos and I was blown away, and I wanted to be able to do that stuff. However, I thought back in the day that it was all about trying to make things as complex as possible and cramming as many notes in, and it was all about speed. Little did I know that later on down the line, I would have to undo a lot of what I did and what I learned to develop my lead guitar technique properly. So this video is all about giving you some lead guitar techniques to help you create your own guitar solos. Writing a guitar solo is a hard thing to do, and improvising a nice guitar solo is also a hard thing to do. And I'm talking about properly writing a melodic solo, not just whittling away, filling space, filling in blanks, putting notes here, there, and everywhere. So let's get started with the first part, which is, it's not really technique, but it's tip, this one. Space. Try and create as much space as you can within a solo and let notes ring out, and also know when not to play as well. All the guitar greats will say the exact same thing. It's not about the notes that you do play, it's about the spaces that you don't play notes. So that means, for instance, as opposed to playing something such as this, take those notes and put pauses and holds in them. Before you know it, you've got melody there. So all that speed stuff, all the stuff that people put across, that's more complex, and that's what makes somebody a better guitar player. It's not at all. There's no melody in it. All of the melody comes from the places where you hold notes and where you don't play. So basically, first tip / technique, create space within your solos. The second technique, 100% vibrato. It's an essential part of my playing, and all the guitar greats have their own sound just from the way that they vibrato. So vibrato is when you hold a note and you kind of elaborate that note. It can look like a bend on the guitar sometimes, but it's not quite. So a note that's not vibratoed and a note that is vibratoed. Big difference. Also know when not to vibrato as well. Don't overdo it at the same time. You want that vibrato to stick out. Third technique, 100% slides. So do a lot of sliding from note to note, especially if you're combining that with vibrato. It sounds so good. Don't just constantly pick everything. For me, legato all the way over as opposed to alternate picking. So what I mean by that is I'm not massively into constant picking every single note that I play. I prefer using hammers, pull-offs and slides. So there you go. Next technique is, excuse me, I mean, bends are an obvious one to use as well. I don't want to be too obvious, but there's these cool bend slides that you can do where you pick a note, you bend it, and you release and slide to another note, such as this. And then what I like doing when I've reached that other note is bending that as well. It's kind of like a bit of a John Mayer technique. Like, he does that a lot. He does this thing, he does exactly that. Picks notes, bends them, releases them, slides to another note, bends that, releases that, and does it all within one bit, all within one pick strike. It's got a really cool sound to it. Next tip is grip, basically. So hand positioning. There's not really a one fits all hand position. Like, your hand positioning should be changing depending on the sort of thing that you're playing. So if I am playing something quite fast and like out of it, I kind of want my hand free, stretchy, and my wrist out like that. I don't want to be playing with a thumb up like this because I'm not going to be able to get any stretches. However, know when to switch that grip as well. So if I'm doing kind of like, I might do something like this. Okay, so it's got a tiny little bit of speed to it, but I might want to lead it into this kind of like cool bluesy double stoppy sort of thing like that. Okay, so what I would do is I would play my first lick, and when I get to that second part, double stop part, I would switch my hand position into this, which is claw grip, and you'll see John Mayer doing this a lot as well. What this grip allows me to do is it allows me to mute the strings that I don't want, because if you watch me, I'm going to be striking more than one string. It allows me to mute the strings that I don't want notes on and get these dead notes, basically, which create a nice sound within your lead guitar playing. So yeah, you want to get used to switching from this grip to this grip and switching back as well. That you can also, because you can grip a lot with that claw grip as well, you can really dig in and get a lot of feel out of your playing. Play with dynamics a lot as well. And that is the next part, dynamics. So right hand, practice picking soft, practice picking hard, and combining the two as well within your solo. As well as knowing when, like, don't be scared to use a pick and use your fingers as well. And I'm talking like within the same guitar solo, you can do that. So let's see what comes out naturally. You get different sounds from your fingers and you get different sounds from your pick, and combine them. Like, make the best of everything that you've got. So dynamics with your right hand as well. So that's just a few techniques. There's way more that you could put in as well. I will add one more actually that I forgot about. Utilize your volume knob on your guitar. I don't use the tone knob much. That's just me personally. There are times where it would be handy to use it, but I just don't. Utilize your volume knob. So your volume knob, the best way I can put it is it doesn't actually drop the volume on your guitar. It drops the gain on your guitar. So you could like go onto a distorted channel, and if I start rolling this volume down, it won't really take the volume of that down, but it will clean the sound up. So utilize that gain for going between clean and distorted sounds. It's really good for you creating build-ups and also drop-downs as well within songs. So utilize that. You can also do some cool like volume swells with the volume knob as well. So just to demonstrate some of the lead guitar techniques that I've spoke about, that hopefully, excuse me, will help you develop your own beautiful, create your own beautiful guitar solos. I'm going to record a very quick chord progression, nothing elaborate, just literally a guitar, and I'm going to improvise a solo over the top of it, utilizing some of the techniques that I've just spoke about to you. And you'll notice that I'm not just cramming notes in here, there, and everywhere and just playing fast all the time. So check that out, watch it slowly, see if there's anything that you can pick up on from my technique. If you watch it slowly, you'll be able to see exactly how I do things. And let me know if there's anything in specifically that you want to learn about on the guitar, or you'd like me to run through in a video. I'm sorry I've rambled on a little bit in this, but I could talk about guitar forever, especially lead guitar. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that I can help you with. If you could subscribe to my channel, that'd be amazing. If you could like the video as well, that would be amazing. Keep on rocking and check out this guitar solo.